Well, hello everybody. It is 6:30 on Tuesday, which means it's time for another episode of Tiger Stamp Club Live, where we make great cards. Ooh, sounds like I'm really into it tonight, and I am really into it because I have a super cute and fun card for you. Um, and I can't wait to show it to you. But I do have a little bit of Stampin' Up! News to go over first. So let me grab that. So first of all, they just announced some last chance products, added some new things to this list. So that means these things that they've added are now retiring, and most of them are at a discount. So make sure that you check those out and get some savings while you can, right? Who doesn't like to save a dime or two, right? And then also going on right now, started yesterday, is a sweets and sweet products, buy one, get one 50% off. And so I took advantage of this today. I bought a couple of, I think bundles that were part of a suite. So if it's included in a suite, then you can do buy one, get one 50% off. Always the cheapest, the least price item will be 50% off. You kind of have to play around with it, but it is a good deal if you don't have, I was like, why didn't they announce this sooner? Because I had just bought some stuff, of course, and then they come out with this. And anyway, I found a couple of things that I had been waiting to come back into stock, came back into stock today. So that's how I ended up taking advantage of it. So you might take a look. It's a good deal if you're intending to buy stuff anyway, right? And then this is something that is going to appeal to scrapbookers out there. It is a virtual retreat, virtual album retreat. I think it's the first one that Stampin' Up! Has put on. I can't remember when they've done this before, but you're going to get 12 double page spreads that are month of the year themes. So you'll have a January spread and a February spread and a March spread and so on. And you will get pre-cut cardstock and DSP. You're going to get die cuts and embellishments. And I think there are like 4 stamp sets that are exclusive to this kit included. And it is kind of pricey, but when you think about it, you're getting like almost a complete album included. And it is going to be held July 16th, 17th, and 18th, which is 2 to 10:30 Mountain Time, which is 3 to 11:30 our time. And even if you can't tune in then, you will have a chance. Those videos will still be available. So you can craft along with the people that are going to be teaching the spreads, or you can go back later and do it on your own time. I believe the kit is $250 and you get all that stuff that I just mentioned. And I thought, well, I need to at least let my people know about it, because what if someone was interested and they say, why, Manny, why did you not tell us about this? So there, I told you. All right, let's take a look at this cute card that we're going to make tonight. Oh, before we get into that, let me just see who's here and say hi. Give me a second. So, hi Denise, hi Diana, hi Jen Beeler, Elizabeth Hightower, hi guys, thanks for sharing, Elizabeth. Let's see, anybody else? I can't get my cursor to move. Give me a second. Oh, I'm tapping on the wrong side of the... Oh my goodness. So much problems. Jen Beeler shared. Hi, Susan Bischoff. Yeah, hi, Jill. 12-page spreads is a lot. That is a lot. And I think the price is pretty comparable with other companies that do those sorts of things. And if you're at all into scrapbooking, I think it is a fun time. All right, look at this super cute and fun card. It is a shaker card, and that cute pig is almost irresistible. I mean, it is irresistible. I resisted for the longest time until I found this card, and I was like, okay, you got me. I gotta have it. That is such a cute little card, and with the little belly, with the shaker element and everything, it is just so bright and cheery and fun. And I saw it and I said, I have to make it, and I have to show my people how to make this card. You guys like this? Isn't it fun? All right. Before we get started, I just want to remind you that if you comment during tonight's video, your name will go into a drawing and you will win the card that I make that will look eerily similar to this card. And I will send it to you. If you share tonight's video, like on your timeline, then your name will go in twice. You just have to comment that you shared it, because Facebook does not always let me see who has shared what. So just comment shared, and your name will go in 2 times. You'll have 2 chances to win. All right, let's talk about what we're using today on our card. And first and foremost is this Party Piggy bundle. It is an online exclusive bundle, and it has stamps and dies that coordinate. And look at this stamp set. There is that cute little pig, but look at this. It says, I am so proud of you. Let's party. What's shakin', bacon? And then some little confetti and happy birthday to you, and a little party hat and some party favors. Super, super cute. And then you have coordinating dies. You've got the pig head, the pig body, the party hat. This looks like the little flags to cut that out. And then this little circle die will cut out a spot for you to put that little shaker element in. And it is so cute. Now, also on our card, we will be using the Round We Go dies. This is part of a bundle as well. And I believe this is one of those items that just got added to that last chance list. So it is retiring, and it's on sale right now if you don't already have it. This time. Sorry if that messes up my video for a second. It will come back. Here are these small circle shaker domes that we're going to use. And what I like about their little shaker elements that they do is that it already has adhesive on the top and the bottom, which just makes it super easy to create a shaker element. And they come in this little box, and you get 12 of these when you order them. So, and they're called small circle shaker domes. So we're going to be using that. And then for the inside elements, it's called loose shaker elements. And well, we'll take a look at them when we order. It's just all sorts of party little pieces. All right, so I think we're going to start with some stamping. I'm going to go ahead and start with my sentiment stamp. And I'm going to use the Happy Birthday to You. And this is Blueberry Bushel that we're using. So I'm going to ink that up. And I am going to be fussy cutting this out. So whenever I do that, I'm going to scoot it down to where I can see it. I like to get it as close to the edge as I can and as straight as I can. That just helps me not have to cut out so much. We'll see how well I did there. May have to redo it. I don't know. No, that's pretty good. And let me see. Do I have... Let me grab my chamois to... oh, I should have wet it. It's not very wet, but it still will work. Otherwise, I'm going to get my fingers in it, and then it's going to go everywhere. You know how that goes, right? Leave that out. And then with my scissors, I'm just going to trim around here. And this is a little fun card, so you don't have to be so worried about doing it exactly right. You know what I mean? It's not a serious card, so you can just have fun with it. And you don't have to worry too much about anything. I know some of you do not like to fussy cut, but look how easy that was. Now that is ready, so I'm going to place that right here. I don't have anything else to stamp in Blueberry Bushel, so I'm going to close that, get that out of my way, and I'm going to bring over my Memento ink. And my, oh, you know what? I cut the wrong color. So this is Pretty in Pink is what I believe it is. Let me look just to make sure the color. Yes, it's Pretty in Pink. And I needed a backing piece, and I thought it was bubble back, but that is definitely not the same color. So give me a second here. Let me get my Pretty in Pink. Well, of course oh, there it is. I was like, of course my Pretty in Pink is not where it's supposed to be, but there it is. Okay, this is for stamping the head, this is for stamping the body, and then I need a piece that goes behind the bubble for the backing there. So I'm going to cut that real quick. And I am just cutting a piece that is 2 inches by 2 inches because I measured the dome element, and it's just smaller than 2 inches by 2 inches, so that will work. All right, so let's stamp our piggy face. And this is photopolymer, so I am going to use my mat. Get my piggy face all, oops, I know I'm doing some shaky, sorry guys. There he is. And then we're going to do our body. And when you stamp with the body, when you get ready to stamp the body, you want to give it as much room at the top because the die cuts out a little little rounded oval or little rounded spot at the top so you can attach, makes it easy to attach the body. And I didn't pay attention when I made my card, and I was like, ooh, I need to remind everybody to, you know, leave a little room at the top. There we go. Let me clean those off real quick. All right, let's make sure that's all I need for that. Yeah, so I'm gonna die cut these off to the side here. Let me show you how this works. So here is the head. That's gonna go like that. Here is the body. That's going to go like that. And you see you have this little rounded area. If you stamp that too close to the edge, then you miss out on a little bit of that. And that just makes it easy when you want to assemble. And then additionally, here is the part for the tummy. And again, you kind of want to keep it a little bit lower. So the head has room to sit right there. Okay, let me die cut this real quick. Over here on the side. Might seem like I'm walking away, but I'm not. I'm still here, I promise. There's the head. So, sometimes, you know, I tend towards the more elaborate kinds of cards, and I know that there are lots of you out there that like the more whimsical ones, and so I sometimes neglect that. So when I saw this pig, I was like, okay, yeah, that's cute, but you know, I don't really need it. And then I saw this card and I was like, okay, I do need it. And it just makes me smile. It's one of those just fun little cards, you know, that if you send this to somebody for their birthday, or, you know, if you change up the sentiment and send it for another occasion, it's just going to make them smile. All right, so hold on one second. I got these cut out. Let me show you. Move this out of the way. So here is the piggy head. Here is the piggy body, and then I've already cut out the center for the shaker part. And before we assemble them, I'm going to be using. This is why I thought. I had bubble bath, is because I'm going to be using the blends to color in this little piggy's spots. And I am only going to use the dark. I'm not going to worry about blending. There's just a couple of little spots here that you need to color in. And so I'm not going to worry at all about trying to be artsy. This is a fun card. Quick card, really. All right. Let's color the inside of his ear right there. And then, because the person that I'm casing did it, she put a little bit of color right here. It's kind of like a shadow. So I'm gonna do it. I think that's good. Ooh, I hear thunder. Are we supposed to have bad weather again? All right, that is out of the way. That is out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and put the dome on. So I'm gonna use my take your pick tool and peel off this little backing. Again, I marvel at how easy they've made building these little shaker cards as opposed to when we first started doing it. I still laugh at the time when Gloria and I were trying to make a shaker card, and we were trying to get everything lined up, and I ended up on the floor looking up and saying, no, it's not lined up. Okay, move a little bit to the left. It was funny. And now this is going to adhere here. See, you need that little extra there to give it some space to adhere. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue right there. We still laugh about that. All right, I'm gonna set him aside over here, and I'm gonna bring in my card base. Now my card base is out of Blueberry Bushel. It is 8.5 by 5.5, and we scored it at 4.25 on the long side. So it's our standard card base. And let me give that a good crease with my bone folder. Oh, we have tornado warnings, Nancy? Oh, wow. Hey, Kelly. You love piggies, eh? Well, you'll need to get this one. He's super cute. I keep saying he, because I don't know, he just looks like a fun little guy. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on the inside just to get this piece out of my way. Also, I will be posting the recipe for this that has the cutting measurements, which most of them are right here, but and the supply list of everything that you would need if you wanted to recreate this card just like I have. All right, now, oh, I didn't show you. I need to show you that. DSP. So let's take a real quick look at the DSP that we're going to be using. Let's move this out of the way over here. All right, so this DSP is called Wildflower Birthday. So it is birthday themed, but it's a specialty DSP because you've got this gold foil thing happening. There's that, and we're using a section of this on our card today. And then you have this piece. Look at that. Ooh, that's pretty. And then you have this piece, more florals and leaves. Very pretty, very feminine paper. And then you have this stripe, and on the back is cakes. So really pretty. And then also you have two sheets of die cuts, or actually 3, look at that, 4 sheets of die cuts that are included with it. Well, this one's not die cut, but this is just panels that you can cut apart. Would work really well if you're doing a scrapbook layout, or these could also be card fronts. So these are not die cut, but you can certainly cut these apart. But then you have 2 sheets of pre-cut die cuts. And so that makes quick elements for your cards. And we're going to be actually using this one on our card. And then we have a blue flower and a yellow flower. So of these little ones right here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those while this is out. So this is a really cool DSP stack because it's got these little extra things in it, which makes it special, I think. All right. So now I have this DSP mat. It is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's going to go the full length of our card. And then you're just going to center it on your card front. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. I call this pig a guy, and then I make a really pink card. So maybe this one is a girl pig. We're just a guy who likes pink. Because if you're a pig, you probably look good in pink, right? Since you're kind of pink yourself. Now, I could have let this be the background, but I thought it looked better having the same color backing there. All right. I'm trying to decide the order. Oh, hold on. From this pre-cut die cut sheet, I also need this party balloon. And we are going to use this die cut. I'm just going to make sure I know how to do it. Or maybe, oh, it goes like, I think it goes like, give me a second to figure this out. Maybe it's not this one. Maybe it's, no, it has to be this one. This is the one. This is the one. Just got to remember how I cut it. Okay, I got it. I'm going to bring over my die cut machine, and I'm going to cut this into 2 pieces. And basically I'm cutting from this leaf, from this blue leaf down to this green leaf. And I'm cutting it, I'm just going to cut it in half. Commit, Manny. There we go. Well, not in half, but in 2 pieces. Which I think is a really cool way to stretch the use of your die cuts. You know, because it's a background element. And if you just put it in the center behind the pig, then not a lot of it shows. So by cutting it in half, you can slide this half to this side, put this on this side, and more of it shows, which I thought was a really great idea. All right, so we are going to adhere this one here. Let's do that now. Hey, Janice Sharpton. I like making the most of your die cuts this way because you're limited in how many of them you have. So stretching them like this is a great idea. I'm gonna have to trim off that. Should have cut it off. And then this one is gonna go like this. And you see more of it. Oh, this will be fun. I can't wait to see who wins this card. And I'm just centering it. Well, I mean, eyeballing it, but, you know, trying to keep it pretty centered. And there is our background element, and then our piggy is going to be right there. All right. So I'm going to use this pig before we finish him up to just kind of inform me of where I need to put my little pinwheels. And so these are cut out of blueberry bushel as well. And the bigger one goes down here, and then the two smaller ones go here and here. And I'm going to put this one on this side because I don't know if you noticed that when I die cut this one of the little spokes broke off, but I thought I can still use that because most of it gets covered up. So I'm just going to make sure I put that one there and this one over here. I mean, there's always ways to use something that wasn't meant, like a mistake like that. I hate to say mistake, but we didn't do it on purpose. Let's see if my gun is ready to use. Yay. So again, he's going to go something like that. So this needs to go something like that. That'll work. You know, as I hear the thunder, I can sleep through a thunderstorm and rain and it doesn't bother me. But the moment the wind blows, I'm wide awake. I guess that's just conditioning from living in Oklahoma, you know, our whole life. Are you guys like that, or do thunderstorms wake you up as well? Oops. And so like, if I didn't know if we were expecting tornadoes, you know, and a thunderstorm happens in the middle of the night, I have to get up and go check the news. And if I verify that it's just a thunderstorm, I can go right back to sleep. All right, now there's our background. Set this over here. Let's finish up our piggy. I'm going to go ahead and remove this backing, only because once I add the shaker elements to the dome, it's hard to it's hard to get this thing off. I don't know. I just it's harder for me if I do that. Try to take the backing off after I've added these shaker elements. Now, let's get these apart. So I don't know if you can see, but these are like cylinders and stars and squares. Just lots of fun party things. So I'm going to do 1, 2, maybe 3 pinches. I didn't get very many in that pinch. I'm gonna see what that looks like. Oh, maybe a little bit more. All right, now all I'm gonna do is put this backing over the opening, and then I'm just going to trim anything that is showing. So mostly these corners, I'm just going to trim those off. And it doesn't have to look pretty back here because this is all going to be adhered down. There we go, and there we go. How fun is that? And those shaker domes make it super easy. Ooh, I'm making a mess here. Those shaker domes make it super easy to put together, I promise you. All right, there's our piggy. I think I'm able to go ahead and put him on here now, or her. And I'm going to put her on at a little bit of an angle. And we are going to use some dimensionals, as if that little belly is not dimensional enough. But I do have those little flowers that I kind of want to slip in underneath. Already so cute. All right, so I've got this yellow flower and this blue flower that we're just going to slip here and here. And now this little, can't remember, yeah, I did pop that up. So let's put a little dimensional on the back of this balloon. And I think I just did a little bit of adhesive right here, a little liquid to hold that once we get it. So kind of want, see if I can put that, something like that. Maybe up a little further. There, I like that. Kind of looks like the little piggy's has it in his little hoof there. All right, there's the balloon. And then the last thing is our sentiment right here. Ooh, just big enough. Do you have somebody that would enjoy a card like this? Very bright and fun and pink. I'm going to straighten my card up so I can see if I can get this on here straightish. And there it is. Oh, let me trim off that little piece that's hanging over. There we go. Now we have a very fun Party Piggy birthday card, shaker card. When we've used stamping, we've used DSP, we've used our own die cuts, and we've used those pre-created die cuts from the DSP sheet. What a fun card, I think. And I think, you know, this could go to any little girl for sure. And then anybody who loves pigs or parties or just fun shaker cards, right? So I thought this was super cute, and I saw it and I said, my people need to know about the Party Piggy. Very, very cute card, and really not a lot of time spent creating this fun card. Came together pretty quickly. What do you guys think? Isn't it cute? Oh, okay. I'll be careful heading home. So, yes, I will be cleaning up here. And then going through the comments and putting your names in the drawing. Remember, if you shared, your name goes in twice. And, before we go, all right. Cute, cute, cute. Going away. I've got a sneak peek for next week's class. Now, you guys know, well, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Roman is here for the whole month of June. And we do have to share him with his dad, unfortunately. That's where he is right now. He's over at his dad's house. So there's always a chance that I might not be available on Tuesdays. Who knows? Because kids today, I'm talking about Roman's dad, don't do not make plans or do not tell me of their plans always ahead of time. So it seems like we're always last minute, okay, we'll come pick him up, or okay, this or okay, that. And anyway, there's a chance, but I'm planning on being here next Tuesday. Please understand if that doesn't happen. And here's what I'm planning on bringing you. This very beautiful, in my opinion, masculine. So we were feminine this week. We're going masculine next week. And surprise, surprise, it is a double easel card. So this opens up as an easel. And then to reveal that inside. And then this opens up as an easel, double easel birthday card. This is what is going to be happening next week on Tiger Stamp Club Live. I thought this was super, super fun. I don't know if you can see the easels there. I had originally tried to plan this for the class that I'm having this month, but it's using DSP that comes in those 6x6 packs. And those 6x6 packs don't really work for class cards because you don't have enough of the DSP. Now, when you have 12x12 DSP, you can cut enough for a whole class. So anyway, I decided, well, we'll do this on Tiger Stamp Club Live because I do have enough for to make at least 2, and I can give 1 away. So that's on the agenda for next week, so don't miss out. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I will see you next week or next time. And now it's your turn to make a card and send to somebody and make someone's day. I thank you for being here. It is the best part of my week, besides being on the pickleball court. That's pretty good too. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.